All right, if you're a business leader in the UAE, you need to listen up. The single most critical technology decision for 2026 is right around the corner: choosing your next ERP system. If you get it right, you're set up to fly. But if you get it wrong, you're going to get left behind. So in this breakdown, we're digging into the top systems you have to consider, all based on a deep dive analysis by the experts at Professionals Lobby. Okay, let's just get right into it. Because, let's be honest, picking an ERP isn't just a task for the IT department anymore. Oh no, this is a massive, strategic decision that will literally define your company's agility, your compliance, and your ability to compete for years to come. So, what's the big deal about 2026? Why all the urgency? Well, the business landscape here in the UAE is getting hit by a perfect storm of powerful forces, all converging at once, and that's making this decision more critical than ever. Let's break down exactly what's driving this change. It really boils down to three huge drivers. First up, and this one's a biggie, the government's mandatory e-invoicing implementation. That's a hard deadline, folks. Second, you've got the rise of artificial intelligence. This isn't some far-off trend, it's what's happening right now. And third, the whole pace of digital business just keeps getting faster and faster. And if you need a number to really hammer home the urgency, here it is. A staggering 87% of your competitors in the UAE are actively planning to adopt AI right now. So the question isn't if your ERP needs to be AI ready, it's whether you'll have one in time. If not, you're already playing catch-up. With so much on the line, how in the world do you make the right choice? It is definitely not about who has the flashiest marketing. To cut through all that noise, Professionals Lobby uses a really specific 4-pillar framework to assess every single system. Let's take a look at what those pillars actually are. You see, this framework goes way beyond just a simple feature checklist. It's all about future-proofing your business. You have to ask yourself, can it handle mandatory e-invoicing right out of the box to keep you compliant? Can it actually use AI to automate tasks and find new efficiencies? Is there a solid team of local experts who get the UAE market? And is it built for the cloud so it can easily connect to all the other software you use? Those are the questions that really, truly matter. You know, choosing an ERP is a lot like solving a really complex puzzle. Every single piece, from your finances to your operations to government compliance, it all has to fit together perfectly. And using these 4 pillars ensures all those critical pieces align just right for your business. All right, so after putting the top systems through that rigorous framework, which ones actually came out on top for the UAE market? Let's get to the results. This is the exciting part. Now, while the full analysis from Professionals Lobby covers the top 10, what's really telling is a look at just the top 5. Why? Because you can see a clear specialization. Take a look at that best 4 column. It makes it crystal clear that there is no single best ERP for everyone. The right choice is all about your company's profile, what you do, and where you're headed. So if your business is scaling fast, or maybe you're managing multiple companies, different locations, NetSuite's pure cloud-native architecture gives it a huge advantage. It was literally built from the ground up for the cloud, which makes it perfect for seeing all your data in real time and just growing. But what if you're one of the giants, a large, complex enterprise, especially in a sector like manufacturing or logistics? Well, in that arena, SAP S/4HANA is still the undisputed gold standard. The sheer depth of what it can do for really intricate operations is just unmatched. And then, of course, you've got the huge number of companies that live and breathe in the Microsoft world. You're using Office 365, Azure, Power BI. For you, the way Dynamics 365 integrates with everything is just seamless. That flexibility is a massive, massive advantage. Okay, let's switch gears for a second and focus on what is, without a doubt, the single most important non-negotiable factor for any ERP decision you make between now and 2026. And that is mandatory e-invoicing compliance. Seriously, this is the one question every single business leader in the UAE has to be asking themselves right now. It's not a matter of if you'll comply, it's just how and when. Because the rules are now officially set. The UAE Ministry of Finance has laid out a crystal clear path forward, and believe me, these deadlines are not optional suggestions. Your systems have to be ready to talk directly to the government's platforms. And if you look at this timeline, you can see just how little wiggle room there is. 2024, that's right now, is for getting prepared and picking your vendor. 2025 is for getting it implemented. Because by the time 2026 rolls around, full compliance isn't a goal, it's the law. The clock is absolutely positively ticking. So knowing the stakes is one thing, but actually navigating this successfully is a whole other ballgame. Let's look at what a realistic roadmap for getting this done right actually looks like. What's the journey you can expect?
A successful ERP rollout isn't like flipping a switch. It's a journey. It follows a structured, phased approach just like this, from really understanding your needs to rigorous testing and training, all the way to going live and then continuously making it better. This whole process minimizes risk and, crucially, it ensures your team will actually use the new system. So if there's one big takeaway from all of this, it's this. Picking the right software is just step one. The success or failure of the entire project often comes down to the expertise of your implementation partner. Their guidance, their local knowledge, that's what turns a piece of software into a real business transformation.
Look, at the end of the day, the 2026 ERP landscape in the UAE is complicated, and the stakes could not be higher. With new compliance deadlines and game-changing technologies, trying to make this decision with expert independent advice isn't just a good idea, it's absolutely essential. Why would you try to navigate this minefield alone?
Professionals lobby, grow, connect, succeed.